Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Wavetech from Wavetechhbeatz, and today I just want to do a quick tutorial on how I do or set up a project so I can have a better workflow when I'm in the studio working with an artist. It helps me stay on task. It helps me to be more efficient. It helps to, give a good impression. Be, like I said, be professional when you're working with an artist. The one thing you don't want to do is go into the studio, the artist, the A&R, the producer, the homeboy, whoever it is, wants you to pump out 4 or 5 beats. And every time you have to go in and change something up. So as a beat maker producer, you kind of want to have a groove, a flow. And what better way to do that than to set up everything in a template. All right. So when you set up a template, I'm going to bring up my Logic here. So as you can see, I hit Logic and we're going to go up here. We're going to go new from template. All right. So as you can see, I pretty much have 3 templates set up. I recently switched over from my MacBook to my desktop at home. So what I basically have is I have just the basic bare bones of everything that I need to do. So as you can see, I have my beat workflow, my Vox, and this is workflow 2. Workflow 2 is for me when I'm working on, I got some projects that I'm working on for a couple people I've spoken with. And it's pretty good. I mean, what I'm saying? It keeps me flowing. On my MacBook, there's a mastering setup. So I get into that. I'll show you how. I'm gonna give you the bare bones today of how to set the template up. So when I click on this template right here, as you can see, just real quick, it's titled Beat Workflow. So be it the fact that it's titled Beat Workflow, you come down here to the grid or whatever, and you can see that this is my musical setup guide. I got my tempo set at 120. I got the tap tempo in case I'm, importing a sample or anything. I want to get the right tempo. I got my key structure set up at C, and it's set up at C major. Time signature, of course, is the industry standard 4.4. I'm sorry. I got my audio device. I got my input and output audio device. Sample rate's 44 megahertz. Frame rate is 25.1, which is just regular 25. And if I click this, I got it set for surround sound, which is fine. Of course, when you're making beats, everything tends to change. So I'll click on this to show you real quick what it looks like, and then I'll come out of it, go back into it, show you how we set it up, and go from there. So when I start, I want to have at least 4 audio tracks, 4 instrument tracks. You can always add to that. Okay, this is just the bare bones. You might have some cats that come in that already have everything that they want, and you can just drag and drop it right up into these audio tracks here in Logic. Now these instrument tracks right here are basically set up for my VST. So if I click on this one instrument track, you see it's got the electric piano. I can go over here, find one. We'll go with the EXS24. I like to put everything sometimes in stereo, and it'll switch out. As you can see, it comes up. All right, that's how you can do it. Now, the way you set that up, we'll close this out real quick. No, I don't need to save it. All right, so mind you, I just closed it out. I didn't shut down the entire Logic project. So what I'll do is I'll go up here. I'll click on New, since we're going to build one. So, like I said, I got my audio tracks. You might have you might have it where you might have 4, you might have 6, you might have 8, depending on what you want. All right, so audio setup, we're going to make it 4. My input is input 1, output's output 1 and 2. Of course, that's the stereo. You see the audio device, input and output, excuse me. Click create, sets up right there. Now let's just say that I want to go in. I want to have 4 instruments. Same thing, open library. The only difference is right now is I have this set for Ultra Beat. I can go ahead and change that, make it empty, make it a default patch. If I make it default patch, let's see what pops up. Classic piano is the default patch and it's ready to go. All right, the classic electric piano. Now, am I done? If you're done and this is the way you want your video, if this is the way you want your setup, if this is the way you want your setup done, then of course you're done. You can make this workflow as simple as possible, okay? Go up here, save as template. I'm not gonna save it, but give it a title. Let's say test workflow. Excuse me, can't spell. And there it is. You hit save. Save it in your project templates. And guess what? Boom. You can close it out, bring it back up. Now, remember, I already have one saved, so I'll close this out. We'll close this out. And just for municipal purposes only, we'll go back up here. New from template, and there it is. Well, that's not the one that I just did, but that's one I saved like I did before. Open it up, see it pop up. It's the exact same thing, just I didn't save it. Okay. Also, what you can do is man, you can make things real simple. If you know that certain drum patterns that you're gonna put on here between your instruments, software instruments, and even your audio, I guarantee you, if you go in here, you will save yourself a lot of time by go ahead, entering the information and being done with it. So, like for instance, let's say I want to, let's say for instance, I'm gonna put the ES24 sampler, but I know that I'm gonna use this as my drums. So what else can I do, man? You can go over here. And you got your audio effects. You can go over here, man. You can add a EQ. You can go down here. You can add a compression. But you got to remember, man, it's up to your discretion on how fast you want to get your workflow done. If you want to be in the studio all day and only knock out one track, be my guest. But if you want to get in there and get that money, and even get your reputation, your placements and all of that, get that name out there, man, go in there and have something set up to where you can knock out 3-4 tracks and make everybody happy. They leave out, they got their beats, they got their tracks. They might want to either go somewhere else and have a mix, or they might want to jump over. You might be in Studio B and they want to take it over to the mixing room and you get it done, all right? Like I said, I'm going to come back and do another video on how to truly set up for the entire project. But this is how you make a template to get your workflow a lot faster in Logic Pro X. 2020 is that vision. Let's continue to make some hot beats. Let's continue to do what we got to do. As producers, we know these beats ain't free. Artists, we want y'all to understand these beats ain't free. If you're gonna sell these beats, we need to get that bread just as well as y'all do. You feel me? All right. So with that being said, let's clear up some laundry. Everybody's got a little dirty laundry. My dirty laundry is hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit that bell to let you know when these videos is coming, and let's bang out those beats. All right. Once again, it's your boy Wavetech from Wavetechhbeatz. Ahala.